meet Miss Beidou. Because there's actually the wind race thing now. But first, I want to finish Beidou's hangout. I'm thinking maybe Beidou hangout. After that, maybe wind race. That's all. I upgraded the bus, my new 5-star weapon, but I still have things to do. I use all my things to get this transformed, but I don't have these ones, so I will have to gather them little by little, little by little.
Found it! At long last, the treasure is finally in our hands. A check from the Northland Bank.
Ooh.
You really came through. We found the spot in no time. Without your help, I don't think I ever would have gotten my hands on it.
I was just walking over and I saw the dig. I was expecting it to be something a little more unique. Is it worth a lot of Mora?
Not much, but enough for an average person to survive on for a while. But there's more to this particular check than that. When I found the treasure map, it was tightly sealed inside a small bottle along with a letter. I'll let you read it for yourself.
Neatly written, no.
Finished?
Ooh, no. Dude, I just read the title. Wish. If you find this bottle, I may no longer be in this world. Oof. I originally thought that these pirates, having their ways and means, may be able to send me back to Liyue, which was why I got on board their ship. I never expected that he became a pirate. Forget it. I suppose this is what they call destiny. Before I came to Inazuma, I worried that my old smother place would be burgled as she lives alone. So I left a check for all the Mora I have saved over these past few years, buried in the location marked out on this map. Please help me retrieve that check and exchange it at the Northland Bank. The Mora will then be yours to do with as you please, save for a small portion that I would like to use to pay my mother's living expenses. Her name is Minamoto Kotomi, and she lives in the Gili Plains. Please do this for me and thank you. I'm sorry, Mother. I found loads of those sakura blooms that could be found all over your homeland, but it's a shame that I cannot send them to your side. Oh, is this the guy from the Serai Island? No, Serai. The land. Yeah, Serai, where the fog was. Ooh. I'm wondering if this changes in every ending, or this was the right one. So it's the dying wish of a man who met a tragic fate. So it's the last will of a faithful son.
Yeah, I can't fault him for what he did, but the way things turned out, all I can say is life is unpredictable. Well, let's fulfill his final wish by taking this check to where it belongs.
Let's go. Ooh. Ooh. Or maybe I'm
Well,
confusing it?
this is it. Oh boys, it's time for your first job.
Ooh, Beidou.
Give this check to the old lady who lives in that wooden hut. Tell her it's a welfare payment from the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs.
Yes, boss.
What's up?
I have some sakura blooms that I picked up in Inazuma. I want her to have them too.
I see. But you only find sakura blooms in certain places, right? It must have been quite a bit of work collecting all these, surely.
Yeah, kind of.
Let's just pick one, huh? One's enough to show that you care.
Okay.
You've already helped me out so much today. Okay, off you go then. Take her the sakura bloom along with the check. And if she asks, tell her... Your child in a faraway land sends his best wishes.
Yay! Save. Ooh, Beidou. Sakura blooms upon Gilly fell. As the sakura from one's homeland sink into the sea, so too the wandering son's thoughts are delivered to his mother. I like Beidou there. Nice. Ooh, I wonder if I could talk to the lady. One ending down, 4 to go. Ooh. Oh no, it's the alcohol. Oh, I can teleport to the alcohol. Nice. I thought I had to fly. I know there's a ship by Liyue, right? Ooh.
So after we dropped you off in Rito, we found a shipwreck nearby. Probably belonged to Inazuman pirates. We searched the wreckage and found a map. At first, I thought it was a nautical chart. I was thinking we might discover a new sailing route if we were lucky. But after a closer look, I realized it wasn't a map of the sea at all. It was a Liyue treasure map, and no ordinary one at that.
Is an evil chi active in the area?
Nothing like that. I just mean that the map was a mess. So it was the most I could do to figure out that the treasure was probably in Liyue. As for its exact location, I have no idea. I'd say I've explored Liyue pretty extensively, but still, this one managed to beat me. So, I thought of you. Nobody can beat you when it comes to treasure hunting on land, right?
I wouldn't say I'm the best treasure hunter of all time. Only the best to date.
Is that right? Well then, it looks like I'm in good hands. Here's the map. See what you can make of it. So, where do you think it is?
I think it's Kinche village. Just very badly drawn.
Chingsa village. I don't see the resemblance at all. How'd you come to that conclusion?
Kinche village has a lot of terraced land, which seems to match the contour lines on this map.
Oh, okay then. I'm definitely a rookie at this. But your word's good enough for me. Time for a trip to Chingsa. You're coming with me, of course. I'll need you to help me zero in on the specific location once we're there.
Blue. Here is the closest. So I will use my resin of the of the rest of the week on recovering some of those materials. And actually, in the making some materials for leveling up weapons. I mean, I still have a bunch. But yeah, I heard that you can only like forge 30 blue enhancement thingies per day. I was like, nah, come on. But you are actually, you can actually only make 30 per day. So I will begin using my Rockies there.
Ah, Beidou! Wow, and the traveler! My goodness, what's the occasion? Just here to visit us old folks once again?
That's right, Granny Roshin.
It hasn't been all that long since we last had a visit from the Crux. But I'm glad you picked today. You're just the people I need. These two young rascals, they've been arguing with each other non-stop about some petty nonsense or other. I'm too old to get through to them. They won't listen to me. Please, talk some sense into them.
Rest assured, Granny Zhuoshin, whatever the situation is, the Traveler and I will take care of it.
Oh, thank goodness. It's Captain Beidou. You couldn't have come at a better time. You're the voice of reason I need in this situation.
Captain, please, help me get justice.
Whoa, hey. What exactly is going on here? Spit it out, tell me everything.
It makes me mad just talking about it. G here, I don't know if he's got a screw loose or what his problem is. But anyway, he took it upon himself to raise, well, practically a whole army of finches, okay? And now guess what? They fly onto my land and completely destroy at least half of my crops.
Damn. G.
I asked him to pay compensation, but he refused. Now how is that fair?
It is fair, bitch.
Captain, I'm innocent. They're not even my finches.
That's why. It's not fair.
I just thought they looked kind of cute, you know, so I fed them a couple of times. They're wild birds, though.
I mean,
A couple times? Are you kidding me? That's rich. Really rich. There were 2 of them when you first started. 2 finches. Now you have a whole roof full of finch nests.
I like the model of the girl.
I swear, every time I come by your place, I think I'm at a bird market. I'm telling you, you are not gonna get away with this anymore.
So, yeah, I mean, they laid a few eggs, made a few nests, but finches gotta finch, you know. These are wild birds. I mean, they'll do whatever they please.
So that's how it is. I think I got the picture. What's your take?
I think G is responsible. He has been feeding them too much, and now they are destroying people's crops. I think G is innocent. He can't control where the finches make their nests. I mean, that's why you are not supposed to feed wild animals, right? Because they get used to people, and they may be endanger themselves and the people. But at the same time, we are invading their habitat. So let's do this one.
Yeah, you have a point. Gee, let's say I'm interested in buying these finches off you. What would you say to that?
Are you serious, Captain? Oh, that would be great. Honestly, with all this trouble they've been causing me lately, they've become a bit of a burden. So if you're happy to take them off my hands, that would be perfect.
Alright, deal. My only condition is, you have to use some of the money to compensate Wenjing for her losses.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
come on. But I never raised them, did I?
Well, you tell me. You took my deal, that means you admitted to being the owner, doesn't it? Otherwise, what gives you the right to sell them to me?
Smart Beidou.
Captain Beidou's right. If you didn't raise them, what makes you think you can go taking her money for them, huh?
Well...
Don't worry, my offer includes plenty left over for you after deducting the compensation. This way you get something back for looking after them.
Okay then. Okay. I'll pay the compensation.
I hope you two are very grateful indeed to Beidou. I dare say no one else will be quite so accommodating toward the people of our village.
Granny Zhuoshin, as you know, many of the boys from your fine village do sterling work for the crooks. The fleet wouldn't be what it is today without them, so please think nothing of it. Gee, Wenjing, I guess you're free to go.
Captain Beidou, you're here.
Pops Shing, it's been a long time. Have you been?
I like it more her hair of Beidou.
Don't get me started. I've been having some real trouble with that neighbor of mine, Jen. We keep having the same argument, and it just goes nowhere. I heard you were in the village, so I rushed over to seek your help.
What's the issue?
Oh, come with me. You'll see. Let's go find Jen and clear this whole thing up, face to face.
Come on. Come on. Okay, so I guess the other ending is he's not at fault.
Captain Beidou, you're here.
I heard that you and Pops Shing had a little misunderstanding. So, what's up? Tell me about it.
Jen planted a tree on his property a few years back.
Oh, it's the same like the birds.
I had no issue with it at the time. It's just a tree. But a few years on, it's grown taller than the roof of my house. Every morning when I get up and open the window, I just want to feel the sun on my face, but I'm greeted instead by the looming shadow of my neighbor's tree. It really affects my mood.
Well, maybe you can move to another place. Or maybe you would want to destroy the tree. Bish. And get all the sun with the heat straight to your face.
I asked Jen to cut it down so I could get some sunlight back on my property. But he said no! It's like he's done this on purpose just to drive me crazy.
Captain Beidou, you gotta believe me. I didn't intend to block the sunlight, but there's nothing I can do about it now.
Maybe you can trim. Trim.
It's not just any old tree, you see. That tree was planted there by my late father. Not long after he planted it, he passed away. And just before he passed, he left me with some parting words. He said our family's fortune was inauspicious and we needed something to suppress the bad luck. That's what he planted the tree for. How can I just chop it down?
Ooh. I mean, that's... If you believe in this, in that thing, sure is a reasonable thing. If not, there are better things, better reasons to plant a tree.
I'll be honest, I spent a few years studying in Liyue Harbor, so I don't actually share his superstitious beliefs. But still, that doesn't change the fact that this was my father's dying wish.
Okay, I think I'm all clear on the situation.
Then you decide.
What are you thinking?
I don't think it's fair for Pop Ching to suffer over this. I mean, Pop Ching's not going to leave that long, so he can go take some on the other side. You know how many things take some trees to grow?
I was thinking along the same lines as you.
Ren reserves some leniency.
Look, Pops, I'm not trying to make excuses for Zhen, but just try putting yourself in his shoes for a moment. Zhen's desire to protect his tree isn't for money or because he wants to hurt anyone, or for the sake of any superstition. He just wants to honor his father's dying wish. Pops, you have kids too, right?
Yeah. When you put it like that.
Pops, if you can agree to it, I'll have a word with Granny Zhuoshin and see about getting you some money from the relief fund as compensation for having your sunlight blocked.
What? Oh.
As for the tree...
That sounds good to me. Whatever you think, Captain Beidou. The tree can stay. Some compensation would make me feel much better about the whole thing.
Oh, you little bitch. Rascal digo.
Thank you, Captain Beidou. And thank you for understanding Pop's Xing. I'll make sure to trim it back when I get home to let some more light through.
Yeah, that's... Trim it back just a little bit, dude.
It'll be such a relief not to have to worry about this anymore. On a separate note, I remember the Crux last visited the village not very long ago. Is there some special reason why you're back in person so soon?
Nothing all that special, just personal reasons. I'm looking for some treasure.
Huh? Treasure? Wait a second. That reminds me, I saw Chongping and Defu arguing in the fields earlier. It sounded like they were both trying to lay claim to some treasure. I don't know if it's related to the one you're looking for, but anyway, they're probably still there now.
Really? Okay, well, you and Pops Xing can go about your business now. I'll go see what the situation is.
This is the place to be.
Huh? Beidou! You're just in time. Defu is being completely unreasonable.
What happened?
I'm not being unreasonable, Captain. I got Chongping to help me plow my land because it's the busy season. And then, what do you know? He plows up a treasure chest. The way I see it, it's my land. So the treasure belongs to me, right? I think it's a pretty clear-cut case.
Yep, right.
You say that, Defu. But what you're forgetting is that I came to help you plow your fields out of the goodness of my heart. And you haven't paid me a single mora.
If it was of goodness of your heart, then you really don't need a compensation, bitch.
It was also my plowing that turned up this chest. However you cut it, surely I'm entitled to at least some of the treasure.
Yeah, that's it.
The domestic drama just keeps coming today. What are your thoughts?
I know a legal expert. I think she's better suited to handling this kind of stuff. No, not Janfei. Just doing circles. I don't have your clout. You should be the one making the call.
Okay, I think I'm up to speed here. If you two really want to take this further, I can get a legal expert from Liyue Harbor to adjudicate. As for the costs, I'll cover them. What do you think? Neither of you seems thrilled about this course of action. Okay, so plan B. I'll be straight with you. The reason I came here today was to look for some treasure. Chances are it's hiding right there in the chest you're both fighting over. So, how about you two stop fighting over it and do me a favor by handing it to me?
Nice.
Of course, I'll be indebted to both of you. If either of you ever needs anything in the future, the Crux will not hesitate to lend you our support.
Ooh.
Captain, you're far too kind, really. Indebted? That won't be necessary. If you want this chest, you go ahead and take it.
Yep, totally agree. If only I'd known you were looking for this chest.
Ooh, what nice guys. Suddenly they are.
You should have said something. I would have delivered it to you personally to save you the trip.
It seems like it's been quite a busy day for you, helping us settle all our little quarrels. Come on, let's go to the village. I'll rally the masses. We'll get some good food and good drink and have a good old get-together.
Don't worry about the chest. I'll carry it over.
Bloom. Okay, I think this can be a quick ending. No, there's suddenly a banquet, banquet, oh, look, everybody we helped.
What a fine day today has been. Beidou has solved an awful lot of problems in our village.
She sure has. Without Captain Beidou, that compensation payment would have bankrupted me. Yeah, and if it weren't for Captain Beidou, I'd still be arguing with Pops Xing.
Ooh, Captain Beidou, you are so good.
Here, here. We have plenty to thank Captain Beidou for, I'm sure. I propose a toast in her honor.
To Captain Beidou. Cheers!
I couldn't ask for more than the chance to get everyone together and drink to our heart's content. Cheers!
Cheers, Captain Beidou! Captain Beidou. She's a real pirate.
That really hit the spot. Want to get some air? The view in this place is pretty good. We can take a look through the contents of that chest while we're at it. Chongping placed it by the water wheel.
Are you sure you haven't had too much to drink?
Are you kidding? Beidou can handle her liquor. Come on, let's go.
And that will be it. We will return to talk to these dum-dums.